is News 3 Now at 10.
Well, good evening and thanks for having us in. Police are on the scene tonight of a mass shooting over the state line in Rockford. It happened just before 7 o'clock at Don Carter Lanes on the city's east side. The conditions of the 3 people who were injured have not been released, and at least 2 of the victims who were shot were teenagers. Rockford Police Chief Dan O'Shea says there's 1 person in custody.
The individual that we believe is responsible and the only individual we believe at this point to be involved, we may have in custody. But it's still to be determined.
Police say they're working with local businesses and asking the public to avoid the area. O'Shea also says the state's attorney's office is now involved, and no officers fired their weapons. Police have not yet provided a possible motive for the shooting. A simple message coming from the bowling alley tonight. Don Carter Lanes posted on its Facebook page about 20 minutes after the shooting. Please pray. Well, we're following chances for a snowy end to 2020. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Yeah, Brady, the way things have gone this year, let's end it with a big storm, right? With snow and ice potential from Tuesday into Wednesday. In the short term, the time lapse from the Edgewater Skycam downtown Madison showed plenty of sunshine today. Temperatures were about average. In fact, our high temperature is exactly where it should be at 27 degrees. And skies have been partly cloudy tonight. On Doppler track, no snow across Wisconsin. Some light snow starting to show up over western Minnesota. That's the next weather system that'll bring some light snow into southern Wisconsin tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Might see an inch or 2 of accumulation, maybe a little heavier amounts north and west of the Dells, and there could be a little freezing drizzle mixed in as well. High temperatures today, upper 20s to around 30 degrees. Current temperatures, mid-teens to the lower 20s. Temperatures will probably only fall a couple more degrees before they start rising overnight. And then we have alert days in the forecast from later Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday night for snow that could bring 3 to 6 inches of accumulation by Wednesday morning, then a changeover to some rain and freezing rain on Wednesday and back to snow later Wednesday night. For tomorrow, look for cloudy skies, again some light snow or freezing drizzle during the afternoon and evening, the high at 32. I'll tell you what we can expect from that midweek storm in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Gary. Town of Rome police say a missing woman has been found dead. Police say Lindsay A. Folan was found at about 8:30 this morning in rural Adams County in the town of Leola. That's about 10 miles east of the town of Rome, where she was last seen early Thursday morning. Police identified Folan's body through her driver's license. They say it's still an active investigation, and they'll release more information when they have it. Folan was just 38 years old. A Portage intersection was closed for about an hour this afternoon following a crash. Portage police say a multi-vehicle crash ended with a FedEx delivery truck going airborne. No injuries were reported, while the crash remains under investigation. That's no Black Friday, but the day after Christmas is still one of the busiest shopping days of the year and usually full of returns. Gabriella Becerra joins us now to explain how local malls are offering a safer experience. Gabby?
Well, Brady, despite some unexpected changes this year, Hilldale Mall says stores were still able to offer a successful holiday shopping experience, and it's not over quite yet. Whether it's a present needing to be returned,
we were surprised that so many people came out so early in the morning,
or a wish list item left unchecked, Hilldale Mall saw no shortage of shoppers the day after Christmas.
Just the overwhelming love and support for all of the local tenants has been amazing to watch.
Marketing manager Julia Hicks says there's one gift that stood out among the rest this year.
Every store and restaurant pretty much has told us that gift card sales were overwhelming, and people not only buying them as gifts, but buying them as a way to support the businesses themselves.
And Hicks says shoppers might want to consider using those gift cards soon.
There's a ton of really good sales going on at most of the stores. They're working really hard to clear out their inventory to get ready for the next season.
If you have a present to return while you're at the mall, you might wait in a longer than usual line. Hicks recommends checking out the store's website because there could be a faster option.
Virtual appointments, private appointments, you can save your spot in line or have a time slot waiting for you so you don't have to get here and wait outside in the cold. A few are offering curbside returns.
Extended holiday shopping hours will continue through New Year's before switching to shorter winter hours. In an effort to keep the holiday shopping momentum going after the new year, Hilldale Mall has a few events in the works that they hope most people will check out. Brady?
Thanks, Gabby. Wisconsin is seeing its fewest number of new coronavirus cases in a single day in nearly 4 months. DHS and county dashboards show an increase of only 630 cases over the past day. According to News 3 Now's data, that's the fewest in any day since September 7th, when there were fewer than 600 new cases. DHS says 5,800 people were tested yesterday on Christmas, and the percent positive was just under 11%. No new deaths were being reported, while 30,000 of the state's 468,000 all-time cases remain active. Grim new data from Johns Hopkins University. Researchers say 1 in 1,000 Americans has now died from COVID-19. The first case was reported in January, the first death the following month. Now the U.S. has more than 18 million cases and more than 330,000 deaths. The CDC says nearly 2 million Americans have already received a COVID-19 vaccine. As of this morning, 9.5 million doses of Pfizer and Moderna's vaccines have been distributed. Officials say the number of people who have received their first shot is likely higher, but appears lower due to lags in data reporting. Despite pleas from health experts not to travel this week, the TSA scanned more than 600,000 people yesterday on Christmas. That's just 23% of those screened on the same day a year ago, and it's half of the pandemic air travel record set on Wednesday. It's an expected lull before numbers uptick again this weekend. Travel experts say tomorrow will likely be another pandemic record day for air travel.
Think of the people around you and your actions. And as you go about your day, think about those decisions that you make. Will I take my mask off here? Or will I decide that I would like to go out to eat here?
Meanwhile, U.S. officials tomorrow will begin requiring passengers traveling from the U.K. to the U.S. to test negative for the coronavirus before departure. That's new guidance from the CDC. Most travelers must have a negative test within 72 hours of boarding their flights to the U.S. Airlines have to confirm test results before the flight. The order comes in response to a new variant of the virus believed to have originated in the U.K. CBS News has learned investigators have at least one person of interest in the Christmas morning explosion in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Governor Bill Lee has asked the White House today for federal assistance due to the severity and magnitude of the explosion. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell has the latest from Nashville.
Federal agents searched the Tennessee home of a person of interest in connection with the blast in the heart of downtown Nashville. A law enforcement source told CBS News Anthony Quinn Warner has been identified in connection with the recreational vehicle that exploded early Christmas Day. An FBI bulletin from the Weapons of Mass Destruction Directorate said Warner had a similar make and model RV, and the Google Street View shows an RV parked in the yard of the Warner's home. The FBI says around 500 leads have come in as investigators comb through the crime scene.
There are a number of individuals that we're looking at, so at this point we're not prepared to identify any single individual.
Just before the Friday explosion, officers found the RV outside an AT&T transmission building. An apparently recorded audio warning of an imminent bomb could be heard coming from the vehicle. The blast, which investigators believe was intentional, damaged dozens of businesses and homes and injured at least 3 people.
It's like a giant jigsaw puzzle created by a bomb that throws pieces of evidence across multiple city blocks.
Damage at the AT&T building caused communications outages Saturday. One of the families safely evacuated by officers, now praised for their bravery, describes the explosion.
I saw this huge fireball in the sky, at least twice as tall as our building. I grabbed his arm and I said, "Babe, that's us. That's us. Our house exploded."
The FBI says there was no sign of additional explosive threats. Jesse Mitchell, CBS News, Nashville.
Nashville Mayor John Cooper has enforced a curfew until tomorrow. It covers the downtown area to limit public access around the perimeter of the crime scene. President-elect Joe Biden is calling on President Trump to sign the bipartisan COVID-19 relief package. Biden warns any further delay will have devastating consequences for Americans. The president-elect argued today that millions of families don't know if they'll be able to make ends meet because of Trump's refusal to sign the package. With the relief package unsigned by the president, expanded jobless benefits will run out tonight at midnight. Government funding will also lapse on Monday, and a moratorium on evictions expires at the end of the month. Direct $600 payments to most Americans will also be delayed. Congress is away from Washington, D.C. for a long holiday weekend. Last time members were in session was on Thursday. Here's what House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer said then.
Some to make sure that the relief that American people need and that the economy needs is adopted. He needs to sign this bill to ensure that the government remains open and serving the American people as well. How ironic it would be to shut down the government at a time of pandemic crisis, the very time when government services are needed the most.
The president has been spending the holiday weekend in Mar-a-Lago. While he has not signed the stimulus, he has been active on Twitter. President Trump tweeted this morning that he wants to get Americans $2,000 rather than what he called the measly $600 in the current bill. Trump has not explicitly said he plans on vetoing the bill, which passed last Monday with a veto-proof majority. There's more on News 3 Now at 10. Gary has your first warn forecast, plus leadership in a crisis. We feature another award-winning nurse in Madison who is being honored for his ability to carry others during a very challenging time.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2021 RX 350 all-wheel drive for $419 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
Wild thing.
You know what I think? I think you owe us $48.50. Wild thing.
If you ride, you get it. Geico Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
To most people, the idea of fighting is unpleasant, but sometimes it's necessary to fight. If you or your family has been injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side to make things right again. Habish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $349 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
It's the last weekend of the year, sandwiched between multiple holidays, so it's the perfect time to reflect. Join us Sunday morning for a look back at some of the best parts of 2020 and what we'd rather leave in the past. See you at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
All this week, we have been honoring the nurses in our community, named in Madison Magazine's Top Nurse Awards. Tonight, we feature a winner who used his experience and good judgment, and he's being honored for his leadership. Here's Eric Franke.
While the pandemic has been something never before experienced by our healthcare providers, they planned for it, and they were prepared, and no plan can be effective without good leadership. At Unity Point Health Meritor, they had just the person, Nathan Bubenzer, to guide them through a year like no other.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
When you're dealing with a deadly pandemic,
but we didn't know exactly what it would be. Most people thought it would be some sort of an influenza.
You want someone to lead your healthcare team who has been through a little bit of everything.
The way I describe my department, my emergency preparedness department, it's a department of one that has a staff of about 4,000.
Unity Point Health Meritor's Emergency Preparedness Safety Manager is Nathan Bubenzer for the emergency that won't end.
Most of the time, the emergencies are a day, 2 days, maybe a week is a long emergency. We've been operating under an incident command system and our emergency operations plan since February 5th.
A former ICU nurse and infection preventionist, his leadership and expertise has helped more than 110 hospitalized COVID-19 patients leave Meritor and return home. From Meritor's Incident Command, Bubenzer's deep knowledge of public health and communication skills have been vital.
How many COVID patients do we have currently? How many open beds do we have? How many of those are in the ICU? How many ventilators are we using right now, and how many of those ventilators are being used on COVID-positive patients?
And as the numbers climb and the pandemic stretches into the winter months, he sees the impact it's having on his team.
We're human, and we're tired, quite honestly. Those are the two things that run through everything that we do right now. So whatever patience and understanding we can ask for from the public is greatly appreciated.
He says they're the ones who make his plans happen.
So I'm responsible for all of the emergency preparedness things that go on, drills, plans, exercises, responses. But I can't do it without the support of everyone that's here at the hospital.
Even in this unthinkable healthcare challenge of 2020, the goal remains the same.
We're doing everything we can to make sure that you, your loved ones, get the care that they need throughout this pandemic, whether it's COVID-related care or non-COVID-related care.
Nathan is also appreciated by those who nominated him for his sense of humor through all this. Known for his deadpan delivery of jokes and his team of crisis training helpers, which includes a disaster chicken, a troll, and a trio of skeletons, all named Bert. Eric Franke, News 3 Now.
Well, we will wrap up honoring all of the winners this Monday on Live at 4. We'll introduce you to a nurse who uses a miniature horse to make sure people won't be alone even in a pandemic. Well, here's a look at your first warn weather with Gary Canulti.
Well, Brady, it was a quiet day today. We had partly sunny skies, temperatures back to normal. Some light snow starting to show up on Doppler track across western Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. That area will fill in, and we'll be looking for some snow across southern Wisconsin for tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. There could be a little freezing drizzle mixed in as well, but snowfall amounts probably will end up in the 1 to 2 inch range. There might be some localized 3-inch amounts, mainly north and west of Wisconsin Dells, but that would be the exception. 3 things you need to know in the forecast, though. Well, we've got a couple of weather systems to watch. The one tomorrow night into tomorrow evening, and then after a cold day and partly sunny skies on Monday, we turn our attention to a winter storm, now becoming increasingly likely from Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday night. Alert days are in the forecast for that. Snow will develop on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night with about 3 to 6 inches of accumulation by early Wednesday morning. Then during the day on Wednesday, it could mix with or change to freezing rain and rain for a time, and then back to snow on Wednesday night with perhaps some additional snow accumulation. Now, what we know about the storm, what we're confident in, well, winter storm will affect southern Wisconsin during the Tuesday, Wednesday time period. Pretty confident of that. Mainly snow Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Then that changeover will start to take place during the day on Wednesday. The heaviest snow totals will be north and west of Madison, the lighter totals to the south and east. Now, what we're a little more unsure about is where that precipitation is going to stay all snow. The farther north and west you go, there won't be much of a mix at all. That will give the heavier snow accumulations in that area. Then temperatures on Wednesday will be critical. We could even get warm enough to change over to rain briefly before going back to snow Wednesday night. That could limit snowfall totals in some areas, but could also increase freezing rain potential if those temperatures stay right around freezing. And then additional snow amounts on Wednesday night. Right now we think they'll be pretty light, but we could see an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow at that time. Computer model forecast, this is the European computer model showing about 6 to 8 inches of snow. A lot of that will be Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, maybe a little bit Wednesday night. Again, the farther north and west you go, the more likely it's going to stay all snow. The farther to the south and east, there's going to be some rain and freezing rain and the potential for some ice accumulations. Right now, it looks like the greatest threat for freezing rain accumulations is going to be across southeastern Wisconsin. There could be some significant ice accumulations, maybe up to an inch over parts of central Iowa. Then as we take a look at the GFS computer model forecast, this one has been a little more consistent, keeping the heavier snow just north and west of our viewing area through central and northwestern Wisconsin. Still a couple of inches in the Madison area and maybe a pretty sharp gradient from Madison to the north and west with maybe a foot or more of snow north and west of Wisconsin Dells. And for this computer model forecast, the greater threat for freezing rain will be just about everywhere. At least the accumulations will be a little lighter. High temperatures today, 20s across Wisconsin. Look to our south and west. 60s again showing up over much of Kansas, even into parts of southwestern Nebraska. But we're going to see a change toward colder weather as we head toward the middle part of the week. 32 for a high of tomorrow. Light snow developing in the afternoon, could be mixed with a little freezing drizzle. As far as future track is concerned, those temperatures actually start to rise overnight as skies become cloudy. The light snow, freezing drizzle moves in tomorrow afternoon, moves out by late tomorrow night. By early on Monday morning, those skies clearing out allow temperatures to drop into the teens. Highs only mid-20s on Monday. And again, snowfall amounts tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, generally about an inch or two, maybe a couple more inches farther to the north into parts of central Wisconsin. 7 to 10 day forecast, again, that winter storm potential in the Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday night time frame. After some light snow on New Year's Eve, look for a cold start to the new year, and then those temperatures back up close to normal with a quieter weather pattern for the start of 2021.
Thanks, Gary. Well, if you're away from your TV, you can still get the latest weather information on the go this winter. Download the free channel3000.com First Warned weather and traffic app. It includes local forecasts, interactive radar, and travel information. Best of all, it's all for free. Well, still ahead on News 3 now at 10, why the ex-wife of Amazon CEO is giving back to hundreds of organizations this holiday season, including one in Rock County. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warned Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether you're getting them through the winter season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep. With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, get a free Furniture Row gift certificate when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too, huh?
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah.
Got a great deal. Okay.
It's the final days of Toyotathon.
Yes.
Time for you to get a great deal.
Right now, during the final days of Toyotathon, you can lease a new 2021 Toyota RAV4 for $209 a month with $500 lease bonus cash included.
It all ends January 4th.
Toyota, let's go places.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
While Christmas has come and gone, there's still one last gift to be given to a Rock County nonprofit. Adam Duxter explains why it wasn't Santa, but a new famous gift giver making it happen.
The offer seemed like more of a scam when it first reached the YWCA of Rock County.
Everybody's used to getting spam and, fake sales pitches and everything in their inbox. So you got to be careful on, what you actually respond to.
Jen Draz says it wasn't an email from a Nigerian prince, but rather one from a teammate of Mackenzie Scott, the multi-billionaire and ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, telling Draz and the YWCA she had money she wanted to give.
It really started to sink in that this was a real opportunity, that they were really looking to help out, that they were really looking to make a large donation.
Scott was offering $1 million, nearly half of the YWCA's annual budget, as an early Christmas gift for the group working to provide childcare as well as emergency and transitional housing to victims of domestic violence.
This donation will be able to help every single program we do. This donation will be able to help every single client we work with.
The donation is part of Scott's effort to give $4.2 billion to 384 organizations around the country this holiday season. Draz says Scott chose the YWCA because it fit the description of services and needs she was looking to support. And while it still might seem too good to be true,
when you first hear it, it seems unreal that that's a donation that we would be getting.
Draz says it's right up there with the best gifts they've ever got.
It was more than just a welcome surprise. It was really much needed news that boosted our spirits.
In Janesville, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Draz says the YWCA of Rock County still has needs heading into 2021. You can find ways to give on our website, channel3000.com. Stay with us, a final check of your first warn forecast when we return.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
In 1912, Leon L. Bean sold his first batch of 100 boats, 90 of them leaked. He refunded every pair and then perfected them. because if it wasn't comfortable, he didn't want people to have it. This holiday season, we want to help you give the warmest, coziest, longest-lasting gifts on Earth and make you feel more comfortable than you have in a long, long time.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
I make saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
You're up early.
Well, U.S. Cellular is giving away the latest phones for free with no hidden requirements, so I did not want to miss it.
Actually, you can get the latest phones free all season long.
What? All season long, huh?
Yep, and no hidden requirements.
You in the market for any camping gear? Only been used once.
At U.S. Cellular, get the latest phones free with the plan of your choice and no required phone trade-ins all season long. U.S. Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero due-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Stay updated on coronavirus vaccine information with News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Well, no white Christmas, but we're working on a white New Year.
Well, we had some white spots around for Christmas, but it definitely will be a snowier New Year's Day across southern Wisconsin. Some light snow coming in from the west could bring some accumulations tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Future track snowfall showing perhaps about an inch or two of accumulation tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. Should not amount to much more than that. There could be a little freezing drizzle mixed in as well. Then temperatures that are right now are in the lower 20s, may drop a couple more degrees before rising again overnight. We turn our attention to the storm for Tuesday and Wednesday. Potential for heavy snow north and west of Madison, lighter amounts to the south and east, where there could be some freezing rain and ice accumulations. After a high of 32 tomorrow, look for a colder day on Monday, and then that big winter storm Tuesday and Wednesday, a cold start to the new year.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.